All right, guys, welcome to another episode of the Open Mat Podcast. I am Cody the Sloth Lewis. We're here with Brad Nobes Bugovics. How's it going, Brad?
Good, other than our web camera kind of took a crap.
Yeah,
So we
this
have to use this crappy one.
this is not a nice camera.
Makes me look all bald and shit.
Well-
I mean, that's completely the camera, right?
That's not the camera's fault.
No. Oh, okay.
Actually, it might be better because, like, with the camera, it's a little bit blurrier. You can't tell, like, maybe that top is bald. Maybe which part is bald, which part's
Dude.
hair. Like, it could. But you know what I was just thinking? I was like,
it is thin, son.
look how big my ear looks in this camera. It looks really.
Shit. You see this? It doesn't grow right here. I
Yeah.
actually got hit in the head with a bottle in a fight one time. And so it was cool at the time. Now it's not cool at all. I'm extra bald.
Good story, right? Like,
Yeah.
do you spit that game at the ladies?
I did choke the guy unconscious. I was just going to say.
Oh, okay.
It was a guillotine, too.
I don't know. Doesn't work on.
Well, you need brain cells to choke the oxygen away from.
Somebody
so-
was. Oh, beautiful Kyle was trying to guillotine me today, and I was like, "What do you,
with those giant arms? I don't know. If he had it down though,
dude?" I
it'd
was
be
like,
dangerous.
he like lets me do it with half guard, and then I just eventually like.
And see that sweet black eye I gave him.
I know he's. I was like, well, I'm like, it was probably more like, in Fight Club when the guy just wanted to break something beautiful. That's probably why you did that shit, huh?
I was trying to leg lock him. He was trying to hold my arm. I don't know. It just happened to hit him in the face.
So we've been off for a while because
Because of your fault.
it is my fault. I'm just ridiculous.
Glad you accept your responsibility.
I am ridiculously busy. It's stupid. So,
I hear you.
so
So
what's been going on? Oh, you just did Grappling Industries, didn't you?
Yeah, it was pretty sweet. I like it.
So Grappling Industries, where was it at?
Trying to think where the hell was that.
You're so old. You don't
God,
even
I'm
remember
so
where you
old that
went.
I don't remember. You remember where it was like right by North Olmsted? You know where the
Was it the
Flex where they
yeah,
fight to win?
Yeah, is that where?
That's where it was at.
Oh, is that the okay?
Yeah.
So what was the? They let you compete for free, didn't they?
Not this one, but for the Arnold, they're gonna let all the brown belts, former MMA fighters, black belts compete for free, which is awesome.
Dude, that's pretty nifty.
Yeah. This one was cool. I just don't like the 5-minute rounds.
Do that. I don't think I'd like 5-minute rounds either.
For the upper belts, anyways. I don't.
Yeah.
I wish they were longer, but it
Expe-
is a round robin, so you face everybody. That's kind of cool.
Oh, that is cool.
So you will get a lot of matches.
So no matter what, it's a round robin.
Yeah, as far as I
Even
know.
if there's 12 guys.
Yep, I think that's it.
That's
I
pretty.
think they're gonna be giant brackets for
The Arnold,
Yeah.
and they're still gonna do round robin.
I think they
Dude,
still do
if that's the
round
case,
robin.
that's worth the fucking money right there.
Yeah,
Like you could get a bunch of matches.
yeah. I got 8 matches.
8
Oh,
matches.
no, I think 7.
That's nice. That's really
Like
nice.
7. Yeah.
How'd you do?
I got murked in the gi, man. I wouldn't say I got murked. I didn't get sapped out or anything like that. I just got beat on points. I got Wyatt beat me by 2 points. He beat me with some sweep, and then this dude, I don't remember what his name was. He was in the ADCC trials. I'm pretty sure. Emil was saying he beat one of the Henzo black belts. But anyways, he like a serious. I had actually had Emil cornering me, which he did a good job, and he's like, you gotta get awkward with this guy. Was so good at guard passing. I'm telling you, you could not stop him. I don't think anybody stopped him.
So it was
He was smaller too, but he was strong as shit. I can't remember his name, but he's from Jacare affiliate.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Where's the Jacare affiliate?
I don't know, but he's a fucking monster.
I don't know where
I
Jacare
feel like he
is.
was just warming up on us.
Oh really?
Like, dude, he could just score points. It seemed like at will.
Nice.
He was so hard to like stop.
That's. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, one.
No, he's a monster at that game.
One,
He-
it's just to get out there and compete. Like, there's a difference between being a brown belt and being a competitive brown belt. You know, there's a huge
Yeah,
difference in
he's
my
a-
opinion.
He's a different animal. And then Nogi, I took second. There were 2 blue belts in my division, but beat one on points. I submitted one, and then I submitted Wyatt. So and then that guy submitted me with he was up on points, right? He was up by like I don't know, 8 points or something. And I'm like, fuck it, I gotta just
Go for it.
Go for something.
Yeah.
So I kind of gave him my back, and I didn't let him sink a hook. The score. I don't know why I worried about that. I don't know why I was worried about that at all. I tried for my that Kimura
Oh,
from
yeah?
back, and he actually turned it around on me and somehow Kimured me. I don't even know how he did it.
That's pretty.
I'd have to see it.
And you got some of those batches up on our Open Mat podcast page, right?
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put out a technique video. I might actually be out before this podcast, but a couple of people have asked me to do a technique video. I hate this camera, by the way.
It is. It is.
I can't put my big stupid head in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one of my best techniques. So
What technique are we going over?
what's that?
Which one?
Arm and guillotine.
I don't understand.
I know that it doesn't work on retarded people.
Is that what
like
you're
me,
saying? Like you think that's one of the reasons you've kind of
'cause
refined
I've
it
tried
because
to
like
choke you so many times. It
That
has
is-
to be so well done that
that is one of the like I'm not good at a lot of things, but I am really good at just eating chokes, right?
Yeah.
And other food items, but
yeah,
chokes I can eat
honestly,
too.
You eat chokes like donuts. It's ridiculous. Man.
That's I mean, because remember that Schaefer guy I grappled at
Yeah, he tried the guillotine.
I
and
mean, he was-
well. He's wasting his time.
and so maybe I don't know. My big thing with that is I just try to not freak out and stay as loose as possible. So I remember in that match that guy I almost tapped. I almost tapped to it. I think because I got nervous and I started tightening up. And when you tighten up intense, I feel like that it tightens up the choke for them.
Yeah.
And then I remember I started freaking out. I was like, oh, shit, I'm going to embarrass myself in front of everybody. And then I heard Tony starting to coach me, and it kind of chilled me out for a second. And I started following the instructions, and I got out. And then I was like, okay, I can just go back there again. So I'm excited to see that. You do a pretty good job with all your techniques. So I'm always a big fan of seeing
Yeah.
your technique videos. You were kicking my ass with this Kimura to honey hole, right?
Yeah, I just started doing that today. Actually,
That's
I
pretty
saw it on
nifty.
a video. I was like, yeah, that's pretty sweet.
I
And it worked.
I hit your little Kimura roll, right, on you today?
Yeah, I think I got out though.
Yeah. I think you ended up on top, and then I was working a triangle that I did unsuccessfully.
Yeah,
I was-
unsuccessfully.
Very. I was trying not to make it. I was trying not to make a mistake, and I made a mistake. Trying not to make a mistake. Fucking.
You made a mistake when
Fucking
you slapped
bullshit.
hands with me.
That's not the mistake I made. But
Let's see what else. Yeah, so grappling.
so
industry's
grappling
pretty cool.
industry, they're going up, and that's gonna be in March.
Yes, the second. And
Oh, March
you-
2nd. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm.
Why?
I gotta be. I have district. My kids have districts. So.
Yeah, it's March 2nd. Then the 3rd.
So that's close.
So if you do the the grappling industries tournament, the next day they're doing a Kurt Jones is doing a seminar there, and they're doing an open mat afterwards. And if you do the grappling industries, it's $60 for the open mat or for the
Seminar.
yeah.
Damn,
But
that's
you gotta do the tournament too.
that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I would do that. I would make that a weekend. Heck yeah.
Oh yeah. That's what I want to do.
That's really cool. Are you gonna be able to get off work?
I'm hoping so.
Athlete Josh
Yeah.
Bell is leaving.
He's out of here.
He's an athlete. He does
in here
athlete
just
shit.
Doing athlete shit.
He doesn't even know what he's doing.
Front flipping.
Did you
over
see him beat the?
cars and
Did you
shit.
see him knock the? Did you see him knock the one out of both Johnny and Jimmy?
No, what, you trip him.
they didn't protect themselves, and he like was funny. I was like, oh. I did armbar though. I got armbarred him once.
You hooked him.
I didn't. He was if we were keeping score, he whipped my ass in the first time we went. Just on point.
Never wear spats, except for on these mats are like brutal. So I wore spats today, and I'm telling you, if they're not wearing spats, they stick to your legs. It's so much easier to heel hook with spats on.
Well,
It's a different grip for sure. Now, if they were wearing spats and you're wearing spats,
then it's a little
a
bit.
little bit slipperier, I think.
I don't think I'm allowed to wear spats.
You shouldn't be allowed to wear anything tight to your body.
Nobody. What you guys didn't do anything wrong to deserve to see that. I mean,
No, I don't want to see that sloppy mess you call the body.
dude, it's
You know what's cool about grappling industries though? You have to register ahead of time.
okay.
So you can't do day of, and then they put up the brackets, like I don't know, the day before or 2 days before. Or something
Oh, that's
like
pretty
that.
cool.
Yeah, And then when you get there, they have all the brackets on a screen, and then they have who's supposed to be ready.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty cool.
That's good. That's really good.
Yeah, they did kind of mess up my division though.
How'd they do
I
that?
won't lie. So when I got to the podium, they had me taking third. I'm like, hold on, because with the way it works, right? I asked one of the refs, he didn't know, which scared me. But I'm pretty sure he was just scoring points and doing that shit, right? But I'm like, hey, the way it works, right, is if I get a submission, that's 2 points in the bracket, right?
Yeah.
If I win on points, it's 1 point in the bracket, right? Yeah, sounds right. Well, I had 2 submissions and 1 decision, and Wyatt had the same, I think, and I submitted him, so.
So his tiebreaker should have went to you.
Yeah. I think they just screwed it. The guy screwed it up because he had he was. The score guy had Johnny's name, and he had Johnny up by 10, and Johnny was actually down by 10.
Oh, okay.
So I think it was the guy just had them flip-flopped or something like that.
It happens, and
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
So good job. That's good. That's sweet. Competing there. Seemed like cool stuff. Maybe in the future we'll set something up. Maybe we'll go live from there or something like that. Maybe we'll do that.
Would be sick.
We'll set that up in the future.
I did talk to one of the guys there. He said he liked King of the Mag, like the production. He liked our commentary. He had seen me there.
So cool. I mean, so guys, keep eye posted. Maybe we'll do something where we'll go live from Grappling Industries.
We'll do it live.
Fucking do it live. Fucking live. It's not happening anytime soon because
he's too busy.
Fucking
his life's way too busy.
It is a busy thing. I'm heading down to Steubenville this weekend. Two of my sons are gonna try to make it down to state. We'll see how that goes.
Oh,
so
snap.
My oldest son, he's 10. He's got a legitimate shot to make it down. He should. Like, we go down there and. You never know what's going to happen. They're 10. It's not that big of a deal if he doesn't.
Yeah.
But it's funny because my son is a 10-year-old. He's a 5th grader. He's on the young side of 5th grade. And he's got 2 kids by his weight class that wrestle on our team. And the one kid was first-year kid, but he's like, for a 5th grader, 100-pound 5th grader is one of the strongest little 5th graders I ever dealt with. I'm like, man, everyone, I'm like, this kid's pretty strong. So the kid didn't know how to wrestle. And now he's so much stronger than my son. He just grabs him by the head and just rips him down the ground. But then my son's super technical. So watching those 2 go back to back, it's like fucking hilarious because you see there's one kid that knows a whole bunch of stuff. He's like wrestling. The other kid's like a bull in a china shop. He's just running through.
He's just using his strength.
So it's funny. And then one of my twins is like, yeah, I'm going to try it. And he's nuts. If you had asked me 6 weeks ago if he knew a wrestling move, I'd have been like, that asshole doesn't know shit. But then he's just like, Dad, I know all these moves. He started doing them, and he's doing pretty well. So we'll see what happens. So that's what I'm doing this weekend. And then back to the following weekend is sectionals, then districts, then hopefully I got a kid wrestling down in state. I got one kid who's really, really good, who's got a shot. But our district is really tough, so we'll find out. And then I should be able to get back to other shit, hopefully. Maybe. There's some other things going on in my life.
It's very complicated.
There's a lot of people in my life.
Yeah.
Small people. So, what else we got going?
That includes you, Nikolai.
Yeah, Nikolai, you can be. You're one of the small people. So, what do we got coming up?
Well, we had the trials, right?
Yeah. What do you think of that?
It was pretty sick. I really enjoyed Josh Hanger. Dude, that guy's a murderer, man. He's 37, bro. So he's doing it for us old folks.
You're pretty old.
Yeah, I'm older than him, but I don't have the physical capability. I think he won Worlds with like some crazy injury too. So I liked watching him, and of course Nicky Ryan. Dude, he's a freaking monster. He's a monster. I don't even know what to say. He's 17. There was another kid that was 17 too. He was really freaking good too.
Okay. Josh Inger's an Ados. Yeah, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at the results.
What's
now.
his weight class?
66 kilograms.
I don't know what that is. You should know that.
You don't know?
No. You're a fucking math teacher.
It is. You know the conversion?
2.2 or something.
It is. So 66 times 2.2. Come on, man.
I'm not doing any thought process here. You're using a fucking calculator. You're a math teacher.
Well,
Shut your mouth.
145. That's right.
Mouth. That is not. There's no way he's 145, bro. Are you looking at Nikki's fucking weight? You're looking at Nikki's weight, you dumbass.
Well, he's competing at 66.
That's Nikki. I'm talking about Josh Hinger.
Oh, that's 88 kilograms.
That's what I thought.
I thought we were talking about Nikki.
We were talking about Nikki.
Oh, I
I knew what Nikki was competing at.
193. Damn, that's pretty big.
Dude, he's fucking jacked too.
I'm not.
He's a pretty good wrestler. And guess what? He likes guillotines, and he's really good at them.
So Nicky Ryan won the professional male at 66. John Combs,
John Combs looks like an animal out there.
Easton always looked pretty good, man. Josh Ingers from Atos. Mason Fowler
I don't remember that one. I don't remember his matches.
in above 99 kilograms. Nick Rodriguez from Henzo.
No. It's from Henzo's.
So that's pretty cool.
Lots of leg locks in there, man. Lots of them. Lots of guys are attempting him.
So Nicky Ryan, 17, man. Just
And, dude, he was just basically taking people's backs. He was trying to wrestle, too.
yeah.
He wasn't just out there pulling guard. He was trying to wrestle.
What
And
else?
there was another kid that was 17 who was killing it.
That's sweet.
So, I mean, they're going to be ridiculous.
It's that's not me.
No. Me neither. I'm old as shit.
I'm not very good either.
I got to do everything I can do to beat these young guys.
Yeah, I was
I had to go some Wagner Rocha style, just dirty jiu-jitsu.
nothing wrong with that.
Covering people's mouths. Just dirty. I love
Wagner, if you
though.
ever watch this, can you come be Brad's friend? He really
Please.
likes you
Please.
a lot.
You're the best.
He's I think you're his favorite.
Seriously. He's 40.
Yeah, he's way cooler
Still
than you.
murdering it.
Yeah, he's
Yeah. Then we got the UFC coming up, right?
Is this the UFC on ESPN 1? Or is this a different one?
I think there's a pay-per-view. Jones and
Cain Velasquez and
Oh,
Nagano?
yeah, that's right. Cain Velasquez. And
Yeah, I think
my
it's
bad.
on that's the
Yeah,
first
you're right
one.
on- yeah, it's on ESPN.
Yeah. So Nagano and Velasquez. Wasn't Velasquez the first one on Fox too?
Yeah. Is that the one he got murked in, or is that the one
Yeah.
he came back and won?
It wasn't the one that looked like it was like really shitty because he like
He got murked.
Yeah.
He got hit behind the ear or some shit.
and the co-main event would be pretty interesting. Paul Felder and James Vick.
That'll be an interesting fight,
I like Paul
dude.
Felder. Oh, Caceres is got Ice Cream
Yeah.
Crone. That's
Like
actually a good.
Crone.
That's a good fight for Crone though.
You think so?
I think it's better than any other
Dude.
fight.
They need to give him somebody that can just falls down. His takedowns don't look good.
Yeah, but Caceres isn't like got crazy knockout power. He's not really great at one thing. He likes to grapple.
Well, he'd be an idiot if he tried to grapple.
I'm assuming he's not going to try and grapple. And really, if you can't beat Caceres, the dude's 14 and 11. You know. If you-
Oh shit! Well, never mind then.
You know, I can't believe Andre Fili and Miles Jury is like all the way down on that card.
Hey, I'm pumped for Crone. I don't give a shit. Like, the thing is, like, about Crone, though, he never went to, like, modern jiu-jitsu game, right?
Mm-hmm.
He kept close guard, all that shit. So I think his stuff's going to transfer over well to MMA. If you watch any of his fights, his jiu-jitsu transfer is awesome. Though I did notice in, like, one of his fights, he got rolled a couple times. I was real surprised. He got rolled from mount, like, twice,
Interesting.
which I was like, whoa. And the dude actually escaped his armbar, which I was like, he was on, too.
What do you think of Whittaker pulling out?
Yeah, well, he had to.
Whittaker, I mean, I don't want to say
Yeah, I
Whittaker.
mean, I don't know how the hell he knew he had what he had. He was going to try to fight with
Yeah.
it. He didn't give
Dude.
a shit. He's a
Jimmy
savage.
Rivera's fighting on the
Undercard?
undercard. I like Jimmy Rivera a lot. He's fun to watch.
Yeah.
Aljamain Sterling, that's a good fight. That's a good fight.
Not Aljamain, does he train at Tenzo's or Metzera's or
Oh, I can't remember.
Longos? I think he trains at Longos. Sarah Longo.
Funk Master, man. That
Yeah.
is, dude, I like him. That's a good fight.
No, he's the one that got murked by Marlon Moraes, right?
I think so.
He's just murking
Didn't
everybody.
they both get murked by him?
Yeah, he's just murking everybody. He's just head kicking.
Yeah, and Jimmy Rivera's got 2 losses. He was on a long win streak,
He's a monster.
you know. So that's crazy about how good Moraes is. Nick Lentz is fighting. I don't mind Nick Lentz. He's interesting.
Wrestler, right?
Barao is on the early prelims. Hanan Barao is all the way down to the early prelims.
Did he win his last fight?
I can't even remember. Let's look at
He just has not
He
looked
is.
the same
Well, I mean,
once USADA came in.
dude, he's he was cutting so much weight for so long. He almost killed himself, didn't
Oh
he?
yeah.
Didn't he almost kill
that's
himself?
bad. Yeah, it's probably bad. Then we
Like-
got shit. You see the Cowboys probably gonna get the Connor fight.
Ah, well, that's a good fight.
I like that fight.
Like,
Dude, those guys are gonna. The press conference, they're not even gonna hate each other. It's gonna be fun. Connor might talk a lot of shit, but Cowboy just
I was gonna say,
fucking let
fuck
it
it.
roll off. He drank Budweiser.
But
Connor
it's
drank
interesting
fucking
because
whiskey.
remember when Cowboy
he
and
could pull guard. dude,
remember when
when he's-
Cowboy and Diaz got into it? Mentally, like Cowboy kind of
Yeah,
like
he doesn't like to be bullied.
he
backward.
kinda-
he doesn't like to go backward.
he kind of got broke. He kind of got broke against Diaz,
Yeah, I think it's actually kind of a bad matchup for him.
but he should be like
doesn't like body shots. He doesn't like to go backwards.
in theory he should be able to do whatever he wants. Like
He's
he's
such a slow starter,
and I mean
dude. And Connor's a quick starter. I'm a slow starter, dude, for sure. I learned that because, dude, in the gi matches, I was so slow, I could not get anything going.
So
And
that's
then
an-
once no gi started, I was going. I feel his pain. I think the better shape you are in, the slower you start for some
Yeah.
reason.
I'm just I mean that's a good fight. It's a fun fight.
I could see him winning too.
Are they doing Ferguson and Khabib then?
They better do that. That'd be sick.
That's a good fight too.
Yeah. Well, I know GSP is trying to make that weight, and I actually
Oh really?
saw GSP, physically saw him at Henzo's.
Did he? Oh yeah, he texted me and told me you were a bitch.
I wouldn't be surprised. He's like, I'm not impressed with your
He's
jiu-jitsu, bud.
He's like, I fucking hate the bread.
He's like, you suck. I don't know why I did it like a Mexican fucking gangster or some shit.
That was not good.
He was there and he was looking kind of thin, man. So
So-
yeah, me and Jimmy took a trip to New York.
How was that?
It was pretty sweet. I went there at the right time, man. So we got there, I think Thursday night. I don't know. When did we get there? It was like Monday. I think it was either Sunday night or Monday night. I can't remember. I think it was Sunday night, right? And
Old people can't remember shit.
I'm old, dude. And we get there. Jimmy, of course, wants to walk around every fucking where. I'm like, motherfucker, like, dude, it's cold as shit. I'm like, fuck this shit. And right, we go. Well, here's a funny story. So we walk out to Times Square, right? Times Square is really not that impressive to me. It's just concrete
Yeah.
bullshit, right? And he's like, well, we'll get some pizza. He's asking everybody. He's like, motherfucker, you got Google, right? Anyways, we go over to this pizza shop. We get in there. It's classic. There's nowhere to move in this motherfucker, like anything in New York. And it's supposed to be good pizza, and pizza sucked. And we get through the line. I get 2 pieces of pizza. I'm eating. I look over. This dude, this bum from outside, walks in, right? Fist bumps the guy that's making the pizzas, who has gloves on. Never takes the gloves off. Just continues working on this pizza. I'm like, bro, we're eating bum piss right now.
Oh.
I'm like, oh my god. So yeah,
You
that
know,
was the start of it. But I'm surprised Jimmy didn't freak out with germ phobia or some shit. And then
well,
we
you guys
got-
already had your pizza, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm still, that dude was probably sitting outside that motherfucker all day. Who knows?
It's probably been back and forth 3 or 4
Yeah,
times.
exactly. Yeah. So, anyways, I get about 4 hours of sleep, right? Go to the morning class, and Gregor was teaching the morning class.
That's awesome.
He had some really good shit, some real good shit, and got some good rolls in. This one giant blue belt, he was so fucking strong, dude. He didn't look that big because he was on the ground until I went over, I'm going to roll with him, and then I looked, holy fuck, he was so tall, dude. When he got up, I'm like, oh shit. Anyways, then we go to the Danaher classes always at like noon. And or it's either noon or 11, I can't remember. Anyways, we walk in, and I saw that GSP was in town on his Instagram, right? And in the morning, I asked the guy, I'm like, hey, has GSP been training here? He's like, yeah, he usually comes in over the weekend, and then he flies out. I'm like, oh, shit, okay. Then we come back, and there he is.
Oh.
Oh, shit, there's GSP. And so GSP, Gary, fucking Gordon, Nikki, and Nikki's getting big. And so that was sweet. But Dude, there is literally nowhere to move on the mat.
Really?
You get like a postage stamp. There's so many people there, and John's teaching a gi class and a no gi class at the same time. 2 different techniques. He teaches them both. Break. Everybody goes out in their own section and drills. Right. So me and Jimmy are drilling. Then he's like, "Yo, look." And Jake Shields walks in. I'm like, "Shit, there's Jake Shields, dude. He is fucking huge. He's bigger than GSP by far."
Oh yeah, I mean,
Physically.
I think he's always been bigger than him.
Yeah, and
Because he fought at 185.
yeah, he's big, dude. He's strong. And I got to roll with him.
Oh, did you get to roll with him?
Yeah. He almost killed me.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was cool until he choked me.
Did you tap?
I tried everything not to tap. I did escape one rear naked choke from him. Like, so this guy was like rolling. Like I said, there's no place to roll, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this guy like almost kicks me in the face, and I go to block my face, and he was on my back, and he punched the choke in because he's violent with the way he rolls, right? And I rolled out of it, and he was like, "Nice escape." And then he mounted me and choked me.
That's cool. I mean, but he's a high level black belt. That's
he's
fucking awesome.
Super nice guy too. I got to roll with Gary. I got to roll with Neiman Gracie. By far the most violent guy to roll with. He brings pain the entire fucking time.
Was Neiman Gracie?
Yeah, dude, he's an animal, man. And he's huge. He is fucking giant. He's fighting at 170, right?
I think so.
He is a giant for 170, dude.
That's
He's
pretty.
so big. And his last fight was awesome.
That's sweet. I mean, so, and then that was just the first day, right?
The first day, I think I rolled. No, that was combined. Cause
okay.
Like the first day, I rolled Jake Shields, and then I rolled a bunch of other guys.
That's awesome that Jake Shields just rolled with you.
And dude, like I'm telling you, some of like these guys sit around, like the black belts and shit, and they just talk about shit. And like I'm learning shit from guys just sitting around after class.
Yeah.
You know, some older guy, he's like, "Hey, yeah," he was drilling a technique and me showing somebody. He's like, "Yeah, I used to do this to Gordon," because you know he has that New York accent. I'm like, "You did this to Gordon?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay, well, he's an older guy doing this to Gordon." I'm like, "Okay, cool. Show this." And probably when Gordon was younger or some shit, you know, he ain't doing that shit now. But I learned a cool back take from him, so it was pretty sweet. Yeah. So yeah, combined first and second day. The first day I did 4 classes. So like, I did 3 classes. Well, I did the morning class, the afternoon class, then I came back because they said Henzo was teaching the next class, right? And they actually had a belt promotion, so I thought Henzo was going to be there. Well, he wasn't there. So he walks in for the next class. Well, I'm like, I got to stay for this class, right? And I was just going to sit and watch because I was dead. And they roll in every class. So I don't know how many minutes or whatever rolling they do, but he kind of shamed me into taking the class and rolling. And then after he sees that, like, blue belts are just holding me down, smashing me. Not that couldn't have happened anyways, but, dude, I couldn't do anything. He's like, take a break. So that was pretty cool.
So
And then he commented on my Instagram post, too.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Did he say that you were like a bum who had to get?
He should have said that, but he said Cleveland in the house.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So he's that's awesome. That's awesome.
So me and Henzo are
How did Jim?
now.
Yeah, you're best friends. Well, so why isn't he on the podcast? That's all.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
He's a
No,
busy-
next
he's a
time you go
busy
there,
man.
next time you go there, be like, Helson was on our podcast.
Oh yeah, that'll do it. He's seriously the nicest guy, though. Henzo's really cool.
No, I
Jimmy did pretty good out there. His awkwardness threw some people off. He was passing guards, man. I saw him passing.
he's not bad at passing guard. He's not bad. He passes he uses his length very well to pass.
He doesn't pass my guard ever.
He's like really like my feet are just like.
I don't understand how. Like I look at people like, how the freak does he pass your guard?
Like I think if my
He
feet were
just
like
tries to throw your legs by. That's all he tries.
like I think because his arms are so much longer. His arms are like as long as my legs.
Yeah, my legs aren't that much longer than yours.
But like he can like I don't know. That's weird. It's
Maybe these
weird.
things called frames. You should work on them.
I don't know what those are.
But no, he did pretty good.
Good.
He did not do all the classes I did, of course, but he did better than I thought he was gonna do.
That's awesome. Something I would like to do one day, but
Should do it.
probably never happen.
$40 all day. The train's the best deal in New York. Trust me.
Oh no, I mean that's not. That's amazing.
Parking's like $50, $60.
How so? Did you stay like you stayed at a hotel? or
Yeah,
something?
a terrible hotel.
Was it in New York or was it out of New York?
Well, you see, I screwed up. I got one on the upper, like, west side,
Mm-hmm.
Manhattan, but honestly, we could have just taken the transit right to where we needed to be. And it was like $70 a night, right? You still got to pay $50 a night for parking. And then Jimmy's like, "Oh, I didn't know that. He didn't know that, right?" So, but he's like, "Well, let's not walk. I'll cancel that one. That cost me like fucking $70 to cancel it, right?" And then Jimmy got one that was like $300 a night, and then you got to pay $60 a night for parking, and then but it was like we literally could walk right to the hotel. Right to the gym. So it was like a 5-minute walk. So I guess
Was it a nice hotel?
it wasn't that nice. No, everything's expensive there, dude.
Oh.
It wasn't anything special, but it was actually worse than the one we were gonna stay at, I think. But shit, it was worth it either way.
So yeah, it's still a good time. So
Yeah.
all right, what else we got?
We went through that card, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's all I can think of.
Yeah.
Just time catching up to your
Dante Leon.
Oh yeah, Dante Leon. I went to one of his seminars. It was good. Definitely taught some shit that I'm using now. And learned that he's very strong.
You just learned that?
Oh yeah, he tried to squeeze my head off, I think. I was like, all right, I'm out.
I heard
I'm
that
tired.
he ran through everybody. Didn't even break a
Of course
sweat.
he did.
He
fucking
didn't even.
joking,
He
man.
never even. Nobody even had him breathing hard.
No, he's not. He's an animal, dude.
He's a freak.
Yeah. He's like told Jordy, "You're gonna play guard." He tried to get up. He tried to like butt scoot back up. He's like, "Nah, you playing guard." Like, damn.
That's funny.
It's like one of the few times you can see George get out physical.
I heard he was pretty impressed with George though.
I guess so.
So
I don't know.
that's
I
pretty cool.
didn't talk to him too much, but I mean, did you see him on Kasai?
A little bit.
The dude, that guy out physical him for sure. That dude was so fucking strong. I'm like, oh shit, he's moving Dante around in these ties like nothing. I'm like, oh my god.
I mean, Dante's a strong dude.
Yeah, he's exactly. But you could tell he's like frame wise, he's bigger, and he's got like this more muscle mass, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Dante, what did he do? He pulled like I don't know, inverted De La Riva. He kind of went over Dante, and Dante came up on a single. He got him down, so he got 2 points, right? Then he did this. I don't know what it was, dude, but dude tried to heel hook him, right? And then he somehow spun it out and took his back, right? And the dude stood up, and he had the body triangle in. And Dante's got his back, and he's standing. That's how strong this dude is. He just stood up. And the ref scores 4 points. But the body triangle scores. Usually it doesn't score, right? But Dante said afterwards they scored it in the rules meet. But the guy was arguing with the ref like this. So Dante was like, bam, punched him and choked him. I mean, dude,
Yeah.
it's for money. You got to do what you got to do,
Mm-hmm. So good for him.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's all we got, really. You're a piece of shit.
Of course. Not as big a piece of shit as you.
Yeah.
But
I don't know when the next time we'll have a podcast because I suck at life.
your life is bullshit, Cody.
But it was good rolling, man. I got to get back into it. It's making me frustrated that I am.
That I beat you so easily.
I don't think you beat me that easily, to be honest.
You're right. The first
I
time
would
was a lot tougher
I would
than
say.
I thought it was going to be.
I would say the first time it was very, very close.
Honestly,
Actually.
you were like one of the toughest rolls I had today.
Well, yeah.
Because I was just, well, Josh, I just try to take him down. It's fucking impossible.
Yeah, Josh
He's
is.
too fast. I just cannot get. Number one, he won't let me have a dominant position with the underhooks or overhooks or whatever. I just can't slow him down. But once it's on the floor,
Then yeah, you like Josh. You can,
fine.
but like he's just such a freak in different spots.
Yeah,
Big, beautiful Kyle, man. He's.
dude, his guard passing's getting good, isn't it?
I'm not even. He's just. I think he's bigger. Is he bigger?
No, I don't think so. But he's strong as shit.
He feels bigger and stronger. I was
He's
like, holy
strong as
shit.
shit, though, dude.
I was like,
He's so hard to move.
and then once again, I needed another
did
12
sleep
seconds
today.
to tap Handy out, and I
And he's a survivor, dude.
was like, son of a bitch. I keep like,
He's surviving.
I'm like stupid bullshit 5-minute rounds.
Yeah,
but-
I hate 5-minute rounds.
But no, it was good. It was good. I was glad I got it. We taught good stuff. The good stuff you thought was good. We'll see. We'll see everything going. Thanks for listening, guys. Brad's gonna get a technique video out. We'll get some stuff going on. Maybe we'll see some maybe we'll see some live stuff from Grappling Industries. So
Yeah, that'd be cool.
keep a lookout for that. Thanks.